Hello everybody, this is TJ with netpicks.com and the Counterpunch Trader. I just thought I would do a quick video on today's Dow eMini trade. Our trade plan gained 19 points in about 5 minutes right out the gate. As soon as the market opened, you could see the market was in free fall since earlier, and it continued to head lower. But when you're a trader, it doesn't matter if it's going up or down, does it? As long as you've got price movement and a good strategy that can catch those moves. By the way, that trade added to our ever-running trade plan results, which hit all-time equity highs today yet again. It's been doing so steadily now for months. So hopefully this will continue for us. But let me just quickly walk you through today's Dow eMini trade. We use a particular method of using the counterpunch with the Dow eMini. We call it trend mode, and it's really simple. It's got an additional filter that we include, and it works like this. When this line is red, you can only take shorts. And that seems pretty obvious. When it's blue, you can only take longs. All right, so we start right when the market opens, which happens to be 8:30 Central Time, which is where the Dow eMini is traded. And right there you can see a setup, and it's literally less than 1 minute before the start time. And by clicking on the bar, you see the entire trade, the whole plan. Plan your trade your plan. With the counterpunch, there's no guessing. There's your entry, short at 18,349. When we get to the target 1, we're going to move our stop. Where's the stop? Well, it's right there at 18,371, right at that dot. If we get to target 1, we'll move our stop down to here, and we'll lock in 1 tick, or 1 point in this case, and completely take the risk off the trade, including covering our commission. We're going to exit our position at target 2, 18,330. So when you place this order, you can place a completely bracketed order, so that once the entry is hit, it sends the target, which is connected to the stop with an OCO. Order cancels order. You could additionally have another position that you could trade to target 3. Remember, by that point, you'll be at risk-free. And we could also trail this momentum line. And you could see how nicely that would have worked in the pre-market if there were a setup. But remember, we start right at 8:30. So there's the trade. It's a little bit ahead of time, but we could still get in sync and take that trade at 8:30. So what happens is it triggers in right there. And notice that it's 8:30, but it's a little bit past the entry. I mean, you could just mark it in. You could adjust it a point or so below this little spike to the left. Or if it pulls back, you can grab the entry, and it actually does on the next bar right there before heading lower. Okay, you practice this. You get used to it. So look, when it comes down, it hits that target 1. Look at how the stop moves down right there. Now, normally you would lock in 1 tick, but we also have some other tools enabled. This calculator that produces these trades is very powerful, and it adjusted the stop up around what we would call a key level, because the stop would have moved down from 49, the entry, to 48. And 48 is just 2 ticks below 50, which is a major key level. So if it comes up, we don't want to get stopped out prematurely. We're willing to keep another tick or 2 of risk on the trade. So notice that the stop moved to 51, right above that psychological level. And it knew to do that. We didn't have to tell it to do that. That's already programmed in to this trade plan and this configuration that we use for the Dow eMini. So we got 2 ticks of risk. Can you take profit at target 1? Yeah, 12 points. You certainly can. But we typically hold at target 2. Look at when it comes back up. It actually stabs up, and it hits 48. So if we would have pushed it in to lock in 1 tick, we would have been stopped out of the trade. But because we're working around that key level, look what happens. The 50-cent level, psychological. I don't know why. Everyone trades around it, I guess, but it held. Still comes up again. This time hits 49, but still our stop is holding. And look what happens. It actually comes all the way up and hits 50. Isn't that amazing? From 48 to 49 to 50, and then pushes through and misses full target by 1 tick, but on the very next bar stabs through, and now the stop starts moving down following the momentum line. Now maybe if you have another position, you'll hit a target 3. Maybe you'll trail it even further down. In this case, it went a little further. It missed target 3 by just 2 points. Target 3 is 22. Got as low as 24. And then came up and stopped out. And you know what? That's all she wrote. We have a philosophy here with what we do with Counterpunch, and that is to take what the market wants to give us. The trade is tuned to market conditions. Okay, the target's pretty accurate, as you can see. Even the third target barely missed, but then our protection, the way we managed the trade, protected us, and within 5 minutes we were in, hitting our goals, out, and finished. Do we have to trade more? We really don't. We could, but why? We've already banked our profits. If we keep doing this session after session after session, quitting positive most of the time, we could just leverage up as we grow our account and increase our position size. Could you imagine taking this trade with 10 contracts to target 2? At some point, you will grow your account with this idea, less is more, by banking these steady profits, and you can pretty much enjoy your life. You don't have to be married to your chart. So that's one of the philosophies of Counterpunch. Anyway, that was today's Dow eMini trade. Hope you enjoyed this video. By the way, don't forget to check out our blog at www.counterpunchtrader.com, and I hope to see you on the next video.